are you doing? Thank you for joining me today. My name is Hayley if you're new here, and today I'm going to be showing you my rolling project pan update. So first off, I've got the MAC Frosted Blur Face Primer. I'll show you what it's like just in case you're new and you haven't seen it. I don't know if I gave a swatch of it last time actually. So it comes out like a blue, I was going to say gel, but it's not really. It's like a powdery, slippy thing, and I just love it. I love the texture of it, and it's really cooling, and it just refines your pores. So I love it. I love it. When I put that on, it's really nice and cooling. And I've actually got another one as backup because it was limited edition. So I don't know if much has been used, but I use it every time I do my makeup. It's hard to see what's gone out of it though, isn't it? So that's that one, and I'm enjoying that. And then I've got the MAC Deluxe Brow Pencil in Dirty Blonde. I'll show you what that looks like. So there's that. It's a really good colour for me. And that has not gone down. I'll show you. So I marked it for the first time on the 10th of January this year. And I don't think I've sharpened it since, because look, it's still there. And I even put the new date under there from last time as well, which was the 16th of February. So I've got the 10th of January and the 16th of February, and it hasn't moved at all. But I have been using that all the time. It just doesn't go down. It's very hard. It's a very hard pencil. It's like a powdery one. When you put it in your brows, it works lovely, but it doesn't get sharpened very often. So there was that. Now next, what have I got? This old thing. This is the MAC Brow Set in Clear. I think I had this all last year's project pan as well, didn't I? It's not done yet. Look at that. It's not clear anymore because I've been using it with that pencil, but it was clear. But it's still sticking. I've got it on my brows today. I thought I'd check it, like use it and check. Not that I use anything else, but I don't usually touch my brows and check, but it is still sticking them there. So I'm just going to carry on with it. Usually, if this was a mascara, I would never have it that long because I was worried about it being on my eyes, like right near my eyeballs, because you can get things wrong with yourself because they get all bacteria in and out. I have had these before, and if I start getting any itching or spottiness around my brows, then I'll know that it's no good. But I don't, so I'm just going to carry on using it for now. And then after that, I've got these that I've had forever as well. These are the Too Faced eye primers. This one is the Shadow Insurance, the original one they did. I think it's the original one. And I don't use it very often because I use something else in here I've been using a lot. But yeah, I really do need to get that used up. And then this one's the glitter glue that they do, and this is really good. And I'm glad that I got these. I've got them together in a little, because I think these are smaller sizes than what you usually get as well. But they last forever. You do not need a big size of these. These are tiny and they're still going strong. I don't know what the size of, oh they are, 5 grams. So these are both 5 grams each. I don't know what the full size is, but I don't need a full size, that's for sure. These last forever. You only need a tiny bit on your eyelids. They go really far. So I don't use this one very often. That's why there's more in it than the Shadow Insurance. I usually more with, you know, like glittery eyeshadows. So hardly got anywhere with those. Then I've got this. This is the Pat McGrath Intensifies Artistry wand, and you can't tell where I am with that because you can't put it all the way up and then down. Once you click it up, it stays up. So one of these days it'll just stop coming out, and that'll be the day that I tell you it's done. It's not done yet. I used it today. So yeah, I do use it more often than the Shadow Insurance, so I must be getting through it, but I don't know. Can't tell. Then I've got this Clinique, even better All Over Primer and Colour Corrector in the shade Peach. I'll give you a swatch of this as well. So there that is. I think it's really good, and I especially like the sponge for dabbing it on around my eyes. But that is a little bit too dark for me. And you can't see any difference in that. I haven't had it that long. I've had it a couple of, maybe 3 or 4 months. I don't really know. So this is the Lancôme Natural Skin Glow Serum Concealer in the shade 120N. So I usually use these together and mix them because the Clinique's a little bit too dark and that's a bit too light. So I use them together. I got them both online, so I didn't know what they were like until I got them. And then once you've opened them, you've got to keep them, haven't you? So I'm happy to have them together, but they don't really go separately. And this one, my next one, is one that I lost last time and I couldn't show you. I couldn't show you it because I didn't know where it was. This is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Colour Corrector in the shade Light to Medium. I found it, and guess what? I've been using it and I've hit pan. I don't know if you can see it in the middle there. It's really hard to see. I wonder if you can see it if I can see through it because I can see the light through it. It is right dead bang in the middle. And I have hit pan, can you believe it? You can't see it because it's smeared across it, the colour. But I finally got there. Maybe I'll make it bigger and then show you next time. But I don't think I'll have this much longer because it is very old. So now that I've hit pan, I'll use it a few more times and then I'll show you next month. See, I don't know if can you see it there? I think you can see it. I'll show you it next month. I'll keep using it for a little while longer and then I think it's going to have to go in the bin because it's very, very old. Look at the state of it. So I'm really pleased that I have finally hit pan because I thought I was never going to find it. Look how deep it is. It's like a bottomless pit in there. Just couldn't get to the bottom. Took me forever. But I finally did it and I'm really pleased that I did it. So that's that. I found it. I did. And then I've got the BareMinerals Complexion Rescue Luminizing Tinted Moisturizer. And I can't tell where I am with that. I'll show you what it looks like though. I'll do this one on this hand. It doesn't offer much coverage, but I use it with the other thing that I'll show you next. So it's got a nice tint to it, but it's a bit luminous for me, for my liking. I mean, I know it doesn't really look that luminous on my hand, but it's just too luminous for me and it doesn't have enough coverage. So I use it with this. This is the MAC Studio Fix Everywhere All Over Face Pen in the shade NC20. And I've been marking that in this little window. So there's where it was last time. And I'm going to mark it now because I've got my pen. So I'll mark it with you. So it's gone up to there now where you can see the colour. Because that bit there is the thing at the bottom. So I've marked that now. So it keeps going up the same amount every month by the looks of it. I'll do a little swatch. So yeah, that's quite thick and quite high coverage, and that's a bit too much, I think. When I first got that, I was like, oh, what? That is really thick and it's not really... So I mix it in with the BareMinerals and it's lovely like that. So been getting through that, and then I've got the Chubby sticks, and I know I didn't do this straight away, but I've started doing it now. I've marked them on here. So this is Robust Rhubarb, and I'll wind it up to show you. So that's where it is, and I've marked it on here already. So Robust Rhubarb is here. So I've just marked it at the base and put the top bit there. So, and I bet you that goes down hardly anything every month. I'll show you where it is in the thing. So that's how far down it goes when it's wound all the way down. So that's that. And then I've got the other one, the pink one. This is called Amped Up Apple. And there it is, wound all the way down. A little bit less further down than the other one. And there it is all the way up. So there's more of that one. Amped Up Apple is here. So I've done that one there. So we'll see how far that goes down. But I use these all the time and they're really good. They just look like skin on you. I've got them on today. Love them. Then I've got what I've been using as a bronzer. This is Rising Star Opalescent Face Powder by MAC. And that was a limited edition. And here's what that looks like. And I am loving that as a bronzer. I don't know if you can see any difference really, because it is so hard pressed. I'm just flabbergasted at how hard pressed this is. It does not go anywhere. It just stays like that. But I've been using it all the time. I don't think it's too shimmery because it has got a shimmer in it, but it makes it blend beautifully. So yeah, I've got it on today and I really like it. I've been using it non-stop. But it doesn't go down. Don't go down at all. Doesn't want to know. I'll be shocked if I ever hit pan in that. And then I've got the MAC Blot powder in the shade Medium. And this is my second one of these because I love it. So that's what that's looking like now. I'm not sure if it's changed from last time, but I keep using it. I get a lot of use out of that. And when it's gone, I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to buy a different powder or if I'll just get that one again, because I do love it. It's really good. So there's that one. Then what have I got next? Oh, this one. This is what I've been using instead of the eye primers. This is Clinique Chubby Stick for Eyes in the shade Ample Amber. And I'll wind it all the way down so you can see how far down it is. That usually comes, when you get it, it's domed over the top. So I've used a lot of it. And then I'll wind it all the way up. That's as far up as it goes. And where's that on here? I did it here, this one. So there it is next to that. And that was the first time I've done it on paper, so that's why there's only one there. I'll have to put the date next to it. So that's how I'm going to do it from now on. If I can do it with a bit of paper, I'm going to do that. So there was that. I've been using that under my, as a base for my eyes, and I use it all the time. I'm going to put a bit underneath now, because I like going along the lash line underneath as well. Let's get a mirror. Go under here. So yeah, it's just really nice gold colour and it works really well under most eyeshadows if you're doing the right sort of colours. So I love that, use it all the time, and that's my fourth one. I'm trying to get through it though, because it's starting to dry out now. Then I've got this, I'll put it in here so I don't lose it. Look, I'll show you. Look, he's lost in there, look. I was losing him all the time and I couldn't find it. So I have to keep it in here now. It's my Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Eye Pencil Kohl in Onyx. Look how diddy it is now. And when I put it in the sharpener, it just spins in there now. Because, look, you can see, this bit here is separate. And it's getting blunt again. I don't know if it will sharpen again. I'll show you what it looks like. It's just a standard black. Didn't want to do it too. I've got it on today. Let's see, shall I sharpen it? That's just naughty. You don't need to sharpen it yet, Hayley. I'll show you how far it goes in the sharpener though, look. And see that line there? That's where it joins. And when I try to sharpen it, it just spins, so I have to get hold of it here. So I don't know if I can sharpen it anymore. But I'll show you next time if it has gone down anymore. But when I stop being able to sharpen it, that'll be it then, it'll be done. So that's that, and I'll put it back in its little case, look. So I don't lose it. And then I've got my highlighters. I haven't touched this. I don't even know whether to keep it in there. So that's the MAC Opalescent Face Powder in the shade Shooting Star. I don't know if I've used it. I might have used it once. Don't know. Haven't used it hardly. And then I've got this other one that's in the pots. This is Happy Go Dazzlingly, another limited edition opalescent powder by MAC. That's how that is looking now. Don't know if I used it. I'll give you a swatch. I can get a bit off here, look. It's very subtle for a highlighter, but that's how I like my highlighters. Don't really like the really blingy, shiny ones. So there's that. Who knows if that will ever get finished. Then I've got my foundation, my powder foundation. This is MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. Is that right? Yeah, Powder Plus Foundation. That's how that is. I use that all the time. Don't know if it's any different to how it was last time, but I'll put a picture there so that you can see. And I will probably repurchase that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get on really well with that. And then I think this is different to last time. So this is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Light Plus. And there's more pan there now. So I remember, was it last time I showed you, and you could barely see a little dot in the middle of the pan, but now you can see that grid now. So it's getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, I use that when it's cloudy because it's quite, it's more shimmery than the other one. So it gives a nice glow when it's cloudy outside. And then I've got something that I finished. Shock. I'll be shocked or what? Because I haven't finished anything, have I? I've hit pan in the Becca, but now there's something I've finished. So this is the MAC Colour Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliner in the shade Blurring Blue. And it's finished. Can't get it up anymore. And I don't even think I can do you a swatch. Look, there's nothing there. You can see it inside there. It was really pretty blue. But yeah, that's finished now. So I'm really pleased with that. Where was it last time? Let's have a look. It was, yeah, last time it had that much, look, from there to there, but now it's gone. So yeah, I got on really well with that one. I'll actually miss it because it was a really nice colour. But I've got a nice one to replace it. Another MAC one. You can tell I'm a bit of a MAC fan. So this is PowerPoint Eye Pencil in a limited edition shade Mistletoe Mint. And it's got a little star on there because it was from a Christmas collection a couple of Christmases ago. And I love this. It's really nice shade. And I use that in my waterline. I don't know if you can see it today. I have got it in there. Let's have a look. Do it a bit more. Just gives a little brightening effect. Can't really tell unless you get really close to me. So yeah, there's that one. I'm going to use that up next. See how I get on with it. I don't know if I'll be using it when it gets really hot because I've got like turquoise ones what I really like to use instead. So I might not be using it. And then I've got this mascara is Clinique High Impact Mascara in the shade Black Honey. I'll give you a swatch of it. I absolutely love this mascara. It feels so nourishing. Oh, it's just wonderful. I'm going to put a bit here. So it's like a plummy brown. absolutely beautiful it is. Oh, I love it. And I've got it on today. Love it. It just feels so nourishing. Even when I'm pulling the wand out of the... It just feels better than other ones. I don't know why. It just feels so... It's just nourishing, it is. I love it. And my eyelashes don't feel all stiff like they do with others. So I'm in love with this mascara. And I'll be sad when it's gone. And then I've got another one that I've done really well on. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Lip. Look at this. I'm having to... I put my little pinky finger in there to get it out now. Or a brush. Because you can't get it now. It is gone. Pretty much gone. But I'm going to carry on using it. And I'll show it to you next time. Because I love it so much. Like usually, if something got to there, I'd say that's done. And I'd be like, yeah, whatever. If I wasn't so in love with it. But this one, I've got to get every last bit out. So that's what I'm going to do. I love it. It's brilliant. Last two things is lipsticks. So here they are. This is Cannes Do that I've got on today by MAC. And it's a Lustreglass finish. I love it. Really beautiful orangey red colour. And where have I done it on this pad? Because I have done it on here. Cannes Do. Cannes Do's here at the bottom. Here, look. So I've marked that there. Today I did it. So I'll put the date on. So that's that one. And then I've got Across the Sky, which I have been using a lot. This is one of those ones that you can just slap on and walk off without hardly looking in the mirror at all. So where's that one? I've been getting it on the pad, look. So there's that one there. I've done that there. So we'll keep marking it. So that was all of my project pan. Not that exciting. It was a little bit exciting. I've got to the bottom of the Becca. I hit pan in the Becca. And I hit pan in this. And I finished this. It's absolutely gone. And anything else, some pans got a bit bigger, didn't they? So, yeah. I've nearly finished the other eye pencil. So it was a little bit exciting, wasn't it? So I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, give me a like and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.